And if spiritual awakening was already there, let's explore this together. So I know that spiritual awakening feels distant for most people, for most seekers. And the question is why? It's because there is a huge misunderstanding about what awakening is. So for most people, when they imagine spiritual awakening, they think about a kind of fireworks, a massive shift within yourself. They put spiritual awakening and awakened being on the pedestal as if we are here and you are there and you have to reach this point. We are higher, we are more spiritual than you, we are more mystical than you, and not at all. So just believe me for this. Spiritual awakening, there is nothing spiritual and mystical at all in this subtle relation, okay? So spiritual awakening, I know it's a big word, okay? It's a spiritual awakening, but this is the simplest realization ever. So first and foremost, what is a spiritual awakening? Let's clarify this question. It's simply the realization that you are not the story that you've been carrying with yourself. You are not this story. You are not your thought. You are not this physical body. You are not your mind. And so we are going to clarify this in your video if this is the first time you hear this. I know it might feel like strange or weird or spiritual, but not at all. It's very simple. So we are going to explore this here. So spiritual awakening is just this, to recognize the presence that is already here. A presence that is still, that is unchanging, doesn't move. It's not the fleeting waves of mind or sensation or emotions. So within yourself right now there is a presence that we call awareness or consciousness. And it's already here. So spiritual awakening, this is not something that is going to be added to yourself, something mystical or spiritual that is going to added within yourself. This is all ego stuff. Spiritual awakening is simply when you peel away everything you think about yourself. So if you are not the story of yourself, if you are not this physical body, if you are not all these thoughts, what remains? There is something here that is already ever present. And this is, I'm trying to point towards this. And it's nameless, okay? We can think about this, we can imagine about this presence, we can tell a lot of things about this presence. But it's a description from mind to point towards this, towards the you, okay? So we could say that spiritual awakening is also a relaxation, a softening, a resting in what you already are. Okay? When I say a softening, it's a softening of what you are. Because you are consciousness and it's kind of veiled by attention focusing anywhere. Okay? So I always mention this in my teaching. So attention is what directs towards myself. You are directing your attention towards my voice if you are listening to me right now. And what we want is to relax this attention and it returns to the origin towards you, the real you, okay? And don't add a new label of you by saying I am attention or I am consciousness. It's another label, it's another trap, okay? We are just this presence, or it's nameless again. You are the present moment, we can call it like this. You are the now, okay? So, let's return to the main point. To tell you a short story, so I had a spiritual awakening. But this phrase doesn't mean anything. Not at all. Tony didn't have a spiritual awakening. I simply realized that I wasn't Tony, that I wasn't all the identification that I had. Within my mind, you see all the identification that you could have with anything, with your experiences, with your nationality, with your origin, with this physical body, with your name, with your preferences, with what you like and dislike. All of this is kind of a mirage. It's not substantial. It's not tangible. It's a mirage within yourself that you've been carrying with yourself. Everything you think about this world, your opinion about this world, all of this is ego stuff. It's a subjective way of how we perceive the world and how we perceive ourselves and others. It's subjective. So this is not reality. Everything you think about yourself, everything you think about this world, all your beliefs about this, it's subjective. So this is not reality. What you think about yourself, what you think about me, what you think about others, it's subjective. This is not reality. You have your own kind of thought about yourself, and your friend, your family might think about you in another way. So this is not reality. There is only one reality, and this is not within the thinking mind. Okay, so all this thinking mind is changing, is evolving. Yeah, it's fleeting. You see, always changing. So this is not reality. So what is reality? Again, this is not in the thinking mind. It's what is prior to mind, the background, aussi, what holds the mind. So there is a space in which the mind appears in it, and you are that space. Again, don't add a new label, I am that space. Okay, that space is nameless. You can feel it, it's always here. It's not a sensation, it's not a feeling, even if I try to add words on it. So it's something you have to recognize within yourself. It has a sense of vastness, aliveness. You are aware and now you are conscious. Okay, this is the space I'm pointing to. And awakening is simply to recognize that you are not the mind and this physical body, but you are the space that precedes the mind and body. Simply this. And that's why we've been practicing a lot of techniques to return, to remember what this space is. And the more you abide in that space, at some point, I cannot say when, at some point there is a simple recognition that happen because it's a non-happening to you, without a you. That's why words are kind of complicated, because we cannot express the truth with words, but I try to, even if English is not my first language. So at some point there is a realization, recognition that you are that space that has always been here, veiled by the wanting, the craving, the becoming, the wanting for more, the wanting for spiritual awakening also. That's why I always say this, it's good to desire spiritual awakening. Yogi have been saying this, the only desire you could have is the desires for spiritual awakening. So ego must seek. I want spiritual awakening. I have to practice. I have to create this movement of seeking. But at some point, you simply have to realize that you have to let go of all seeking, let go of all spiritual practices that might be, meditation, contemplation, yoga, investigation, mantra. You have to let go of everything and simply rest in what you already are right now. Okay? So I actually don't know if I actually don't know where you are in your path towards awakening, if you feel already what I've been pointing to, if you have never heard about this, or if you had already had some kind of opening in consciousness, if you feel what I'm speaking about. I actually don't know, but at some point you have to let go of all spiritual practices and simply rest, remember into this, rest into your being, or remember what you already are. Okay? And when I say remember, when I say rest, it's again simply a softening of attention, that wanting, craving, desire, simply rest of attention, resting of the seeker, relaxation of the seeker, and realize that you have always been this, just this. It sounds simple. It is, because you are already this, but it's very tough and complicated, difficult for mind, because mind, the ego will never awaken. Okay, if you believe you have this sense of identification, this sense of identity, if you believe you are a person, a spiritual seeker, you will never awaken. It's impossible. Because what is this spiritual person? What is this person? It's a bunch of thought. It's a mirage. It's an illusion that appears in time. Okay, without past, without future, suddenly ego disappears instantly. So what are you without time? Nothing or everything. So I hope it has cleared this up a bit. So please rest in yourself. Abide as yourself. And when I say yourself, it's not a bunch of thought about yourself. It's not what you think about yourself. It's simply resting in this existence, universal existence, in this aliveness, in this consciousness, awareness, in this space, in this vastness, in this emptiness, in this nothingness. You can call it whatever it feels, it resonates with you. You are already this. You just rest. And there are a lot of pointers that point towards this. So you can investigate within yourself. You can ask yourself, what am I? And you observe all the arising from mind. And any words appearing is not you. Any narrative, any images from past and future is not you. It's mind. Even if there is the phrase, I am consciousness, it's mind stuff. Okay, it's nameless. Nameless. It's something you have to recognize. It's silent. Yeah, it's unspeakable, unnameable. So please don't believe what the mind tells you. It's a lie. So there is no neti in the kind of, in Sanskrit. It's a neti path. I am not this, I am not that. So whatever appears in your field of consciousness is not you. It's an object of perception. Whatever you see, you perceive, is not you. Even I am awareness, I am conscious, this is not you, it's mind. And again, attention doesn't belong to you. So you are this attention. And even this physical body is not you. Because right now, you don't feel your right foot. You don't feel your right foot. But right now you can feel it if you want to. So feel your right foot. Just feel it. So something has moved towards your right foot. And this is your attention that can focus anywhere. So you are this. Because if you were your your physical body. You would have felt your right foot always. So you are not this, but something is moving, okay? And this is you. And it's like mind, you are not your mind. Because you don't know what will be your next thought, what will be the nature of your next thought. So mind appears constantly in relation to your past, in relation to the future, in relation to your experiences, your conditioning, your fear. So you are not the thought, or the words you would disappears while they disappears, right? And what remains? What precedes? What precedes? What is in the background of all of it? There is something. And right now I've got another exercise that I have shown plenty of times in my videos. If you close your eyes right now, you cannot, in the direct experience, you cannot feel the contour of your body, of your physical body. It's impossible. Can't try it. There is simply a kind of something unlimited and boundless. You cannot locate it, it's impossible. It's everywhere. Even if it seems to be behind your eyes, but not at all. And I've got another practice that I used to practice. It's very subtle, but you have to leave your mind alone for this practice, and it's very powerful. To notice that we are infinite and we cannot locate what we are in a sense. And simply just close your eyes, please, and try this. It's very powerful yet simple. So you can touch your forehead. And so again, leave your mind alone. You have to dissolve any images about your physical body, okay? Is the sensation appears in front of you, behind you? Or it appears, it's simply a sensation appearing within a field of consciousness? And you can try to do the same. So behind your head. So behind my head is a mental narrative. So now I drop any kind of mental image, mental narrative. I drop everything. And in the direct experience, where does this sensation appear? So in the direct experience, again, it's simply a sensation appearing into the infinite, you see, into something bigger than what we can express with words, you see. It's simply a field of consciousness. Yeah, I know it's a tough exercise because we have to drop any mental images about ourselves, and it's kind of tough because we all carry with ourselves a kind of image about ourselves, okay? So right now I can imagine my face right now, and this was truly suffering for me because I had a kind of very deep and strong identification with this physical body, okay? And this for me was very hard to drop every mental image about myself. So right now, if in the direct experience, if you drop any image about yourself right now, you disappear. Because if you think there is a face here, it's an image about yourself. So it's illusion. It's from mind. If you believe there is a face here, it's mind. In the direct experience, there is no mind. There is simply a visual field. Does it make any sense to you? Does it resonate or not at all? And that's another practice I used to practice. It's simply to point to point your finger towards this and ask yourself, what lies here? What is it that I'm pointing to? Is there truly a face? And in the direct experience, there is nothing. There is nothing. You are pointing your finger towards the infinite. So you have to drop any image about yourself. You stop thinking about anything. And there you are pointing to a nameless space. So again, it was a kind of abstract videos. I go there, but so I wish you a beautiful day. Much love.